Welcome, everybody, to Fist Truck TV.
Welcome.
Do you want to go continue off of where we left off?
I thought you started talking about Chumley.
Speaking of who's in jail and who's not in jail, whatever happened to Chumley, the guy from Pawn Stars.
Yeah,
because last time I remember
it's not about drugs.
Drugs, yeah, they found like a whole bunch of drugs inside of super collection of shoes.
Yeah, some shit. I don't know. I think he lost a lot of weight, which I guess.
Well, he lost a lot of weight and then he went to jail. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened with him, but we just have a running thing.
Fucking Chumley.
Yeah, because Pawn Stars is like quintessential. Like it's up there with like Citizen Kane and shit. And, which things, if you consider yourself just any type of culture, you would have seen it. So
absolutely,
God,
absolutely.
These rats are fucking me up. Yeah.
The person that is the direction of everyone's ire on the show.
Yeah,
is fucking
Chumley.
Fucking Chumley.
Chumley. Like, oh, sorry, boss. Like it's yeah, he's he's a punchline. He's a punchline.
Yeah. Our friend. Well, I don't even know. I'm sure like social scientists can go deep on this and explain why it happens, but I just say shit for reference. And it's just like in our friend group, whenever we go, fucking Chumley, everybody just starts going, fucking Chumley.
Yeah. it's like they took her drugs, that kind of shit.
It's just mindless giggles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's really stupid. It's just really stupid.
Yeah. Like the lowest form of
humor.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Like below fart comedy, just saying, fucking Chumley, and then everyone starts giggling and joining in. It makes no sense. It's like amoeba comedy.
Yeah,
you only need a single cell to appreciate it.
Yeah. I guess what you're talking about. Pawn Stars. Don't worry, it's not going to be an Ancient Aliens episode. But what you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess they're all in that same time slot.
I guess. I think Ancient Aliens was a little before. I think.
Well, I mean, like when you're watching them on TV, it's like Ancient Aliens. Oh, and up next, Pawn Stars.
Yeah, because I remember, I think if I remember correctly, Ancient Aliens. Sorry. Pawn Stars kind of started being man. Yo, fuck you. Pawn Stars started becoming a thing maybe towards the end of high school.
Yeah.
You're a fool.
Let me heal, will you?
I need to remind myself to take the skill off this shield. And so I remember the two shows that would be on, it'd be like Pawn Stars and then fucking Ice Road fucking Truckers, man.
I will never watch that show.
That drone. I mean, maybe if somehow we get an Ice Road Trucker stand and watch this.
I saw a commercial and if the camera was over the fucking edge, of a road, of a steep hill, and it's like, no, I'm good.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing ever happens because they're not going to show someone dying on TV.
I don't care. I don't like watching people climbing big ass buildings.
Oh, okay.
That I don't like that. That's not the content for me. I won't watch Ice Road Truckers. Isn't it fucking weird? What channel is Pawn Stars on?
Sorry, as an aside, I just want to say I want to see anyone die, but the point of it's like fake suspense is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're same one as Ancient Aliens, man.
History.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is a fucking show like Pawn Stars more deserves to be on history more than the fucking Ancient Aliens one? Like, at least I'm learning about old shit, right?
Yeah. That's kind of You're learning about.
It's like the modern Antiques Roadshow. I don't know if you ever watched that. Watch the shit out of that.
I do remember. What the fuck was it called? Something Pickers.
Yeah, where they go into like the warehouses and.
Yeah, and like people's garage sales.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
Just, they just go nuts. I've had
like
American
mid-country pickers or some shit.
I remember watching that. Like, I thought that show was insanely fucking boring.
It was, but the stuff was cool. They found a car and
yeah, but it was I don't know, man. I found like that I tuned that shit out. Like, ice road truckers would piss me off because I'm like, I hate that. This is like, fuck. Now I'm gonna bring it back to this. This is like building suspense over whether or not they're gonna find Bigfoot, like or aliens, right?
It.
Like, that's what it feels like. Like, oh, you're trying to build suspense on something that we know is not gonna fucking happen. Like, this is so dumb. It's so dumb, but like, yeah, and it, like, it's funny. It's funny. It could be funny, but like. But you can only fake finding Bigfoot so many times before I've like, all right, I've seen this shit. Come on, let's
I don't think Bigfoot exists. Like, maybe if you were like, hey, you ever heard of this thing named Bigfoot? And I was like, oh, nobody's ever seen it. I was like, so how do you know about it?
How do you know that's Bigfoot? Yo, he got a large foot, bro.
Yo, we saw a big shit in the middle of the woods.
Big fucking dump just chilling there. And it's like, yo, that dump had to be associated with a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Only way.
Big feet equals big assholes for a big dump.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of Chumley.
Fucking Chumley. Chumley. Oh man. You ever you know what really you ever watch hardcore porn?
Okay. Yeah,
I don't like that show.
That took a left turn.
Hardcore porn.
Do you know there's like a are you? I don't know if you're aware, but there's like a. There's like a porn. There's a porno. Like, it's
what?
Yeah, it's like a series of videos where always be like some chick comes to the store and wants to like pawn something off, and the guy's like, it's pretty much like Pawn Stars, but if like instead of calling an expert, you just fucked instead.
Okay.
It's like, oh, hey, I want to assess the value, or can I get more out of this? And it's like, instead, once again, they call the expert in those situations, but in this, it's like, okay, let me fuck you and I'll do it. Like,
okay, all right.
So I thought that's where you were going for a second.
No. I am a good Christian boy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Well, speaking of lies, I saw hardcore porn.
that show has to be staged, because that's like the Jerry Springer of porn stars.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of hardcore porn?
No.
I thought you said you did.
Do they like fight each other to make a deal?
It's I don't know. It just seems like the Jerry Springer of if Jerry Springer fused with.
Bro, you got. I mean,
stars.
tell me.
So it's like you have these people come in, and it's so like this lady gave her laptop in, right, for some money, and then she goes to claim it back, and then and then she tries to run away with the money, so she doesn't give the money back. She just takes the laptop. So she pawns her laptop.
Is this not Reno 911?
I have no clue.
That's what
she pawns her laptop. Yeah. Later, she comes back She says, "Hey, where's my laptop?" She gets her hands on the laptop. She doesn't give the money, and then she walks out of the store, and then she just gets rocked by security. And then she's like, get off of me. What you doing? I'm gonna call the police. It's just...
I mean, okay, all right, hold on, give me a sec here. I gotta readjust myself. Sorry if you heard chair sounds in the mic. So I've worked most of my work experience has been in retail.
Right.
That's like more true than you think it is.
It's just how often does it happen?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it just.
Well, who do we have tarnished?
What the hell is that? I've never seen that dead body there before.
Yeah, she killed.
Also, I've never seen that enemy before.
What?
Is that an enemy?
Yeah. All the night guys you fight in this place, like the
Are they
tougher
that
night
big?
dudes.
Oh, maybe it's just a perspective thing.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna try and get her side quest done since we were talking about it in one of the, like 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how often did that happen? Once definitely more than once a month. Like depends on how big. So like, I used to work at a Best Buy, and that's like, big retail, right? So that's like a big old store.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it happened. It happened.
Is it enough to make a
TV show?
24 episode season?
No, definitely.
Also, the acting's really bad.
Definitely not enough for that. But like, bro, I got stories. There was I'll never forget the one. It was one time at once again I worked at a Best Buy, and I was ringing up someone in front of the store. And as I'm doing this, a hot ticket item, like a hot item, something that would get stolen very frequently, were fire sticks. Which, for those who don't know, you could take a fire stick, you could, put like Cody or some shit like that. Essentially, you like jailbreak the fire stick, and then you could get free TV and shit like that. And then you could sell it. So you sell it to people for like $60 or something. And so it was a very, very common thing for fire sticks to be stolen like en masse, just a shit ton of them. So some guy tried stealing a bunch of fire sticks just by shoving them in his fucking coat. oh man. so oh man, so yeah, I was ringing someone out front of the store, and we we would have little walkie talkies on, right? And
right.
Yeah, with the earpiece type thing, and so I'm hearing like one of my coworkers in the home theater department, because I worked in the home theater department, is like, oh hey, I see a guy over there who's by the fire sticks, and then like just trying to like loosely keep an eye on him, and eventually he sees the guy is like putting shit in his coat, and the manager on duty at the time, the closing manager on duty, is just like, all right, like he'll take care of it, just see if he tries to leave with the stuff. Uh-huh. And so the guy obviously tries to leave with the stuff, and so so my manager's waiting at the door, and like there are a lot of rules about how you handle people trying to do some fuck shit like that in retail. The main one being don't touch them. Hands off. So why did I do that? I'm sorry.
Why did you kill the boy?
I don't know.
Why? You monster.
He was there. Fuck no, that's just like the Jared thing. No. Oh god.
Why was he in the range of my sword?
Anywho, so the guy goes to the front. Manager's waiting there for him. I'm at the front, like I'd say probably like 10 to 15, 20 feet away from this. Like aside from our manager and our security guy, I'm the like third closest person to this employee to this guy. Right. So it's just I just finished ringing out a customer. My customer left. I'm at the register, and this guy comes up, and manager's waiting for him. He's like, "Yo, take off your coat." Guy's like, "Why you want me to take off my fucking coat?" And he's like, I know what, yo, you trying to steal shit. I know that you're trying to steal shit. He's like, yo, why are you trying to fucking say something? Because, like, all sorts, like that. Usually when you catch someone stealing, they get really defensive.
Yeah, double down.
Which is how it goes. And he's like, yeah, yo, take off your phone. Okay, you steal something, take off your coat. And the guy's like, and he takes off his coat and like fucking like 15 fire sticks fall out of his coat, fall on the ground. And dude's like, what's the problem? He goes, get the fuck out. And the guy's like, oh, see what the problem is. And then that's how it gets, bro. That's how it gets when people steal shit. There was another time, this one was actually pretty funny. So, well, I mean, I think they're all funny, but, or usually. There was another time where, so when God of War 2018 came out, and we would have a rule where we would only put about like 6 copies. If a game was fresh and probably popular, we would put only 6 copies of it on the floor, and they'd always be in like a security case, but like the security case doesn't guarantee shit.
Right.
And so that was just a rule we had at the time. At the time, I was kind of like, I wasn't in charge of it, but I was the one who like took care of the gaming section the most. And so the day God of War 2018 came out, I took off. I took off like this is a ritual. Like this is a new. I haven't gotten a new God of War game in 5 years. This is a huge change. Like this is a big deal. I took off from work, or like in advance, not like
right.
But so come to find out that they put all the copies out.
Oh,
because they heard like, oh yeah, we had like $1,800 worth of shit stolen, and I was like,
wow.
I was like, that's exactly 30 copies of God of War. Like, why the fuck were there 30? He's like, oh, because the fucking operations manager is like, oh, just put them all out, whatever. And it could have been a setup, who knows? But so what happened was there would always be this couple that would come in. They would always hold each other's hand when they were walking around. They seemed nice enough. I saw them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
They turns out they were casing the joint.
Oh, okay.
Because they find out when 30 copies of God of War got stolen, they find out because what would happen was that the gaming section got treated like the fucking adopted stepchild, ugly motherfucker, shoeless, all sorts of shit. Like, no one cared. No one cared. Or at least, like, higher ups didn't care, even though during the holiday season, literally, I can't tell you all the money I fucking generated through that, but, like, anyway. So like that place would be light on foot like foot traffic, like employee foot traffic.
Right.
So so they had those foil lined bags, because you put like the things in the foil lined bags. They don't go off when you go to the security thingy.
Okay.
And so they each had foil lined bags, and they just stuffed them shits and then left. And so they came back a week later.
Yeah.
They came back oh fuck, I don't have any healing. No. They came back a week later to steal more shit. They came back with bags. Okay. But this time, it was like, hey, we're gonna wait for them to come back, and when they come back, you're gonna call the cops. And so they come back and they steal shit again. But at this point, like when they saw them come in, they called the cops already, because they already have them on camera stealing shit, so they don't need them to steal shit this time to get them on something.
Right.
And so they apparently, I wasn't there for this, but I saw the footage where they get to the front of the door. Or they get to the door with their bags of, it's like stealing games again.
Right.
And they see the cops outside, and they instantly, like, I don't know if they were actually a couple or not. Bro, I've never seen a man ditch a woman so fast in his fucking life. He, like, dropped the bag, and she was there. She gave up immediately. She was like, you got me, whatever. Yo, he was like, gone. Ran down to the corner of the block and just got fucking tackled.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
come on.
No honor amongst thieves, man.
Nope. That's that Uncharted game.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch. I mean, there's a time, it was a holiday, I think it was the last holiday season I worked there. I go into one aisle, and I'm still alive. Oh my god.
You can
no,
do
not
it?
for long.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
can't. No, I can't.
Oh. Dodge roll. Dodge roll. You're good.
So I went to an aisle, and it was like, it had to be Black Friday or the Saturday afterward, following it.
Right.
And, oh, that's it. I fucked it up.
Ah.
It had to be Black Friday or the Saturday, the day after it.
Mm-hmm.
And I go into an aisle, and I just see I see this. Yo, he had to be like, man, I don't know, he like 18 at most. 18 at most. I see this. I'm just gonna call him a kid. I see this kid with a Switch half stuffed in his bag.
Nice.
I see this kid with his Switch, and he's like, he's taking a knee. He's kind of like trying to cover the bag, but like I just like, bro, I fucking see it. So I go, hey, yo, you good? And I see half the bag, the Switch in the bag. He's just like, oh, if I go, come on, man, let's just like, yo, really? Like,
Come on, man.
Yeah, he just, yeah, like I see it there, and he, it's like, I look at me, and then he looks at him, like that kind of shit. And so I'm like, yo, come on, bro, come on. Like, I see this, man. and he's just like, yo, come on, man, please don't, like, go, just give me a Switch and go. Just go, man, leave. Come on, man, just don't make a scene out of it, man. Just give it to me and leave. And he gave it to me, and he got out, and he said, thank you, just left.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's, man. Yeah, I hate retail. It sucks. It's I mean, if you ever want to work on like people skills, like on a,
Yeah, works. He can talk to anybody. It's
you
great.
talk to many people, especially if you work in high volume areas. Like I used to work at a store in Union Square, and
Right.
that would that shit was.
I've only ever done security. Most of the people you're talking to are drunk, so it's
Yeah.
like no matter what you say, they're gonna get offended.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you're not trying to, like when you're working retail, especially if you're doing sales, you're trying to like, persuade somebody, right? So like,
yeah.
as
Buy
opposed to where
this.
security, where I think the whole point is to be a hard ass, right? Like that's not be a hard ass, but like when the time calls for it, like if someone's
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Like-
just like, okay, cool, enjoy. All right, cool.
Yeah, you're always de-escalate. Always de-escalate. If you ever like get an attitude with a customer, it's like, well, he just fucking shape-shifted into the wall. It's always going to escalate, and it's always going to cause more problems than it's worth. It's like, if there is ever a problem, it's like you're just curbing the person's expectations. Like you're like, yeah, sure, yeah, everything you say, and then until you get them out lying where the outside where it's like not your problem anymore. So you're just small talking the guy out the door, and once he's out the door, says, okay, so can I come back in? Nah.
Oh man!
Oh man, you got me.
Oh shucks! Oh jeez, you got me there, good guy. I don't know how you did that. With you're like a necromancer with words, because I'm dead.
Oh man, yeah, it's definitely not about throwing people out physically, because you'll get over to jail for that
I got
if
hit
you do that
once.
too often. Yeah, unless you're like in a small town, I guess. You know, it's unless you're in Roadhouse.
Okay.
Oh,
Which will
man.
be a topic for another time on Fish Truck TV. Ooh,
Oh,
what
you're
a
not-
thrill.
you-